scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A first down throw for Cousins. And the catch made by Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, Charlie. 65. Back. Watch the safety creep. Gun.
Cousins to throw it. Lets it fly for Thielen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 55 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He don't want it. Rhino! Switch. Check nine.
Now Cook. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
Let's go. Rush in.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Here's Cousins.
And that takes a start.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Hey, receiver. What's that?
Following the interception, Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Back near the goal line, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 57 yards.
First down, Minnesota. 54. Listen to me. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gun.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And Diggs has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Vikings.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Vikings 14, Vikings 7.
On first down, Cook. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
54, Mike. Leave 48.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Cousins on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. First down. Here's Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
One. Slam. Check. Fresno. Wide. Check 4. All right,
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. That one good for 26 and a first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Hey, we're good. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Okay, double up.
3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Cousins and the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Right there, 54. 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Gun.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. 36. Check. Lucky. Gun.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd and a couple, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
54,
Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing is Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Gun.
Final play of the half. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 37 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Well, they got the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let them know, let them know. Let them know, let them know.
Hey, no, easy. Bravo.
54. Mike 54.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Right there.
Hey, orbit.
54 Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They got a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Bailey got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Gun. 5.
54. Mike 54.
Back near the goal line, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 52 yards.
Watch his lap, watch his lap.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And Diggs has it. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here we go.
Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Cousins to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 22.
Cousins on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Cousins from the gun on third. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing here, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Gun.
Hey, switch gears. Watch the shift.
Cousins to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough third and 5. Now Cousins. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 21 yards there on third down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Gun.
Now Cousins. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Cousins here to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 58 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard.